I'm just gonna show you guys some paintings that I'm working on right now. This is the first one. I started this in March and it is December. And I think genuinely it is the most, what's the word for it? Like, I had a lot of audacity starting this, considering like the skill level that I was at. I like how it looks so far. It needs a lot more detail, but I think that I can finish it and I will finish it soon. So we have this one, which, oh my God, as you can see, it's almost finished. Just needs a bit more work. The thing is, I really do need the layers to be completely dry because it has a lot of lines that need to be sharp. So this is gonna have to dry for like at least 2 days before I can work on it again. That one's almost done. Whatever. This one was kind of just like, I made a collage on Procreate with like different images I found online. This is like the Microsoft background and I don't know, it warped it. It doesn't really have a meaning, if I'm being fully honest. I was just messing around, you know? And then, it's upside down. I don't think this one would have been something I had come up with if I hadn't done that one that I just showed you. So that's why even the paintings that seem insignificant are, like you can't see the big picture when you're like in the shits. But like, anyway, this one. The girls' faces are gonna be pixelated. This is the photo that I'm basing it off of. This is what it looks like now. So yeah, I'm gonna be working on these paintings. Then we can talk a little bit more about, I guess we can talk about it right now. The creative process is not linear, it's messy. And I think with anything creative, whether it be, you know, painting, music, theater, I don't know what you do. You really just have to keep going. And eventually the work will pay off. That's what I tell myself. I'm making these videos, you know, kind of shouting into a void with no audience. I know like maybe 2-3 of my friends are watching this, but you literally just have to keep going. And that's what I'm doing. But we will come out of this dark winter with completed paintings, and more importantly, in the act of completing those paintings will give us ideas for new paintings. Eventually these paintings are going to be in galleries. Eventually these paintings are going to be in people's homes. But that's not even like ultimately my goal. I think that I just found something that I love doing that gives me a feeling of purpose. And I feel like it is a little bit selfish to have your purpose be something creative. But when I look at everything that's going on in the fucking world right now, I really do honestly truly think that art is a valid and powerful tool to fight against fascism. That being said, I can't see the full picture now, and I recognize that like if I'm just sitting on my phone all day, I'm being the little consumer that they want me to be. And yeah, the opposite of being a consumer is being a creative. So if I can spend my time creating art that means something to me, even if I can't articulate the meaning now, I think that like looking back on art and putting it into the context of where you were when you made that art is a really helpful tool for understanding like the time that you were in. Yeah, I think that makes sense. What's up? As you can tell, my hair is different. A lot of time has passed since that last clip. So the first one that I completed is this one. It was experimental. The experience that I got out of painting this really helped me. I literally hung that shit so high up. Hold on. So this is the deer one. This took a lot of time, and something about painting something that's like a very sterile and cold environment made it a little bit torturous to paint. I really liked it. It took me a long ass time to complete this painting. I started this in October of 2025 and it is now March 2026. It came out really well though. I really like this one. But when we compare it to like this one, I had more fun doing this because this image did not exist until I did it, whereas this is just kind of like putting an existing image into a new context. Yeah, so this, I'm really proud of it. I can say that. Rare Claire W. This scarf in the background is different than the woman's scarf in the photograph. and that is because this is a Palestinian keffiyeh. This original image, I feel like I should say, is from a picture of people praying outside the Vatican for Pope Francis when they announced that he was dying. When I saw the picture, I was like, that looks like a painting. This picture is fucking insane, you know? The iPhone in her hand, like the fact that she holds on to that like tighter than she clutches her rosary. I love the way the light moves. There's a lot of lines going this way, but then there's also like a lot of lines going this way, which really helps center this. Also, you're gonna notice that this is raw canvas. I did that on purpose. Like I stretched this canvas for this painting, which is why like on the back of it, you can kind of totally see through that specific area, because what I did for that outline was like I only primed the canvas where the oil paint would be. I did end up putting like some paint there because it looked weird to just have like a patch of raw canvas, but like since her glove is made of fabric, I thought might as well play with texture and have like a fabric thing going on. You feel me? The other one that I did, again, as you can tell, all of these paintings at this point are dry. It's been like over a month since that last clip. I don't know why every time I'm trying to make a YouTube video, I'm like, oh, I'll make a YouTube video every week. Bitch, you took 3 months to make the last one and you're taking 3 months to make this one. This, as you can tell, this is not canvas. This is polyester fabric. Somebody in my building was throwing away old curtains, and that's what this is. That's why you can see like the acrylic gesso that I used to prime it. A lot of it seeped through because this fabric is so thin, but at the same time, because it's not a natural fiber, it's not very porous. It's a terrible thing to paint on. Painting on it was very, very challenging and it was difficult. I like how it turned out. I think it looks cool. I probably will unstretch this and like iron it and roll it up because I don't know what to do with this. Like, it's kind of like not the type of image that somebody would, I don't know, like hang in their home. I do really like how this turned out. It was a fun experiment. Again, this image doesn't like exist anywhere but here because the original photograph, which I'll show here, you know, like I blurred the kids' faces. I'll also like, I warped the image so that it's kind of like pulling them. Yeah, 4 paintings in 1 video, and I think these are the best, dare I say, like the best paintings I've done. Knock on wood. I like the direction that my art is going in. I've been thinking a lot how I want this channel to continue. I think it's kind of boring, at least for me, to just like document the process of all of my paintings. It actually like kind of, I think, makes me feel stuck sometimes. So I want to do more like video essay type content. I'm really, really interested in aesthetics as a field of thought. Like my college degree is actually in philosophy and I wrote my senior thesis on aesthetics. I think that perception is a form of thought and image making is, you know, tapping into that form of thinking in like a very specific way. So that's what my next video is going to be about. And I will also probably do a separate video about this painting once it's done. But as you've seen, it takes me like literally like 2 months on average to do a painting because I have a job. So anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I know my videos barely get any views, but fuck it, we ball. Bye.